Hello, Libra. So, welcome to or welcome back to Marion K Tarot. This is going to be your reading for April 2025. We're going to be using the Sacred Connection decks and then we're going to use the Love deck just to pull your Oracle card or your beginning card. So, I hope you're doing all right, Libra. I hope March was all right. It was a bit dicey for everybody, wasn't it? And you had all that Aries activity in your opposite sign, so oof, I hope you're all right. So let's see. Let's see what these cards have got to say. So message here is: do you believe there is a higher purpose of us coming together? What do you think it is? Right, okay, so there's a question, Libra, eh? Um Do you? Are you in a relationship with somebody and you think that? Is there a higher purpose? Um, what do you think about that, Libra? What's your initial thoughts? Think it to yourself, or you could even, if you're feeling brave, put it in the comments box and tell the internet what it is you think. Now this is obviously aimed at a romantic partner. However, if there is somebody in your life, maybe there's a friendship, maybe it feels very karmic. Because people come into our lives for all sorts of different reasons, teach us lessons, to show us things, to expand our consciousness. There's all different reasons for it. So maybe sit with that question, and then we'll have a look and see what the actual cards come up with. I'm using the Crow Tarot this month. It's not one I don't think I've ever used the Crow Tarot on my channel, but it's one that I use quite often for myself, and I do love it. So that was the one that was calling this month. So can I have some cards, please, for Libra for April 2025, please? Right. So we have got the Three of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Fool. We like this energy, Libra, don't we? Let me see. Can you see that all properly? Using a different setup this month, Libra. Right, I'm going to put it up there, like that, so we can see it. So at the bottom of the deck, we have got the Ten of Swords. Now, it's good that it's in the bottom of the deck and not the actual reading proper, but we've got a 9 underneath. Oh, we'll not look at that, right? Just concentrating the 10. But it feels, there could be an energy, and that 10 of Swords could be whatever the ending has brought to your life, with the ending of the eclipse period and on your sign, on the Libra Aries axis. You're now basically out of the spotlight or the moonlight, if you like. So you've kind of had a almost 2-year period, 18 months certainly, of like deep dive transits with the moon and getting right into your hidden realms, your inner self. And that eclipse energy has probably put you through, the ringer a bit. But there's been good things as well. It's clear eclipses are really powerful energy, and you might have achieved so many personal things, um and maybe not just necessarily if your sun is in Libra. If you're watching this, maybe your moon's in Libra, your ascendant, or any other placements, all that part of your chart has been really highlighted over the past 18 months to 2 years. So what I would suggest is there is this culmination energy here, and it's like that part of you is done, Libra. You're now breaking free into a new sense of who you are. Now, what does that look like? Okay, so that looks like something really nice. The Three of Cups, there's an opportunity here to celebrate with those you love dear. Those you love and cherish spending time with. And Libra, you are a very sociable sign. You're one of the sociable signs. I always kind of think that, maybe with the exception of Aquarius, because it's Aquarius and they're just a bit funny, peculiar most of the time. No funny, haha. But there's this opportunity here for you to gather together with the people that you love, with the people who you enjoy spending your time with, and celebrating. Maybe it's celebrating the fact that you have, maybe you've got a new house. Maybe you've bought a new house, and you've moved into a new house, and you've moved on to another stage of your journey, after a period of growth. And I think that period of growth is so important. It's so important to you, and it's so important to all of us, when we get through that stage. And I think people think, whether that's physical growth, we are an increase in our resources, something like that, or if it is like, I don't know, I mean, maybe you decided to start bodybuilding. Do you mean it? And you've got growth in muscles. That's just a random thing that's come into my head, but as we know, nothing is really random. Um, so that's something that can, it just feels very much where there's an opportunity this month to give yourself a pat in the back, and just say, do you know what? I've done really well. The last wee while, I have done really well, and I'm proud of myself. And there's people in your life who want to celebrate the wins with you, Libra. They want to celebrate the fact that you have done these incredible things. You have done these, you've gotten over challenges, and it feels, and it could even be like, because of the cup's influence, that emotional thing. It could be the fact that you have overcome challenging emotional circumstances. you know you have decided to yourself, right, you chose to go through it, and it's like the reward here is the full it's that beginning energy, it's that new cycle, and it feels very auspicious, especially because of the position it's in, right? It's in the last position here, and I feel like you're now poised, Libra. You're poised and set to go in this new adventure. And I want to call it an adventure because it is, because it feels like there's still things that are a bit uncertain. You don't necessarily know everything that's going to happen. It's like you've got a vague idea, and maybe you don't have any idea at all. Maybe that's the exciting part that I'm picking up on. It's like you have got no clue, but you just feel this initiatory energy that's coming through to you, and it's like, right, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know it's going to be amazing, right? That's what it feels like, Libra, and it's this lovely energy. It's so nice. Um, it's so nice in the fact that it's like, well, let's just see, let's just see what happens, and let's not overthink it, right? I mean, let's be honest, Libra, right? I mean, you're an air sign, right? So you're going to try your best to overthink things, but trust the process, trust your heart, Libra, because I don't think it's not going to lead you wrong. Neither it is. Now, people to look out for. Okay, people maybe to look out for coming into your life, maybe showing you a different way of doing things. Okay, feels very strongly there could be it feels, I don't know why I'm getting this right, but it feels like there's a Cancerian, which is an odd bedfellow for you. I don't know, maybe it isn't. But it feels like there's kind of a water energy, and I don't just search out Cancerians, right? Because they'll scurry away, figure out, they'll be a bit scared. Um, but it feels like there's people who are just waiting in the wings to come in, okay, to come in and show you this new way of being, this new way of existing. And I don't think it is, it could be something that monumental, because the sun is in your opposite sign for the majority of April. The sun is in Aries, so it's like that kind of that shadowy uncertainty, but it's in a good way. I cannot shake this feeling, Libra, it being in a good way. So please don't panic about it. Know that you will, because I mean, if you're a regular here at this channel, you know I don't like to instill panic. I'm not one of the doom and gloom, but I'm a realist when it comes to it. And I've got a stellium in Libra, so I do understand the Libra energy very well. So I would suggest that go and have fun. Let your hair down a wee bit, Libra. Just have a bit of fun. Be frivolous. There's a word for you, right? Be frivolous this month. I mean, your ruling planet Venus. I mean, she is still retrograde, but it doesn't really feel like it's too challenging for you. Just now, it's not too challenging because as I'm recording this, Venus is currently retrograded into Pisces. Now, when she moves back into Aries, it might be a different story, but it might be that opportunity once Venus is direct and then moves back into Aries, there might be that catalyst, that ignition, this full energy. This could be where it is. And remember, the full is Uranus. So this could come out of nowhere, completely out of the blue. So I would go as far as to suggest, if you are a Libra and you're maybe looking for a not necessarily like a full blown relationship, or you're maybe just looking to find somebody and have something a wee bit more um exclusive in your life, okay, with another person, then you know what? April's looking good for it. I'm just gonna put that out there, Libra, okay? April is looking good for it. So on that note, I am going to love yous and leave yous. If you would like a personal reading, the details are in the description box, how to get a hold of me, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, have a good month, Libra, right? Bye bye.